Well, Singapore has ordered Facebook to block a news site's page as the country continues to enforce its fake news laws. While it has complied, Facebook said it was concerned about how the directive stifles freedom of speech and expression. Girish Solani joins us to tell us more about the case. Now, Girish, why was Facebook ordered to shut down this page?
Well, firstly, Bev, the site in question is called the Straits Times Review, a bit of a play on words on the major Singapore mastheads that we all know, which is the Straits Times. Now, in January, it published an article with regards to the coronavirus infection. Now, Singapore has one of the biggest infection rates outside of China, 76. So it's quite sensitive about information at this current time. The article that the Straits Times Review published claimed that Singapore had ran out of face masks. Quite a big claim.
And clearly wrong.
And clearly wrong. And so the Singapore government said, no, this is clearly wrong, and invoked their fake news laws that they enacted last October. They call it the Protection from Online Falsehoods and Manipulation Act. A bit of a mouthful, but we call it POFMA for short. So they've told the editors of that website to take it down or to put a correction. Now, Alex Tan, he is the editor, and he's also an Australian citizen. Now, because he says that he is a citizen and that the site is based in Australia, that he should not be subject to Singaporean laws at all. So this is where sort of he's coming from. Now, he has ignored all orders from the Singaporean Information Ministry. And so in this case now, what really sets a precedent is that while the Singaporean authorities are pursuing Alex in some way or form, they've also pursued Facebook. They are sort of like an unwitting enabler in this case. So Facebook has been forced to comply with an order to block that particular website. Not the website, but the site that now has a Facebook site. So you can see the article both on its own website, but also on its Facebook page. It's been forced to block access to the site, but only from within Singapore. Facebook complied, but they're not happy with it.
Yeah, so so they have complied. Now, we know Facebook has resisted this in other countries in the US, where there was lots of consternation around some of the issues around the election. So how have they responded?
Yeah, they put out quite a very carefully worded statement that sort of appeases both sides here. They've had to say that while they legally complied after a very careful review, they didn't hold back from how disappointed it was with the order, saying that it was disproportionate and contradicted Singapore's claim that these fake news laws would not be used as a tool for censorship. They also said that they were deeply concerned that this precedent this sets for stifling freedom of speech and freedom of expressions in Singapore.
Facebook has quite a bit at stake in Singapore, so they've got to tread carefully here.
They've got lots at stake. Firstly, to begin with, Facebook has its Asia headquarters in Singapore, but just like many other international firms that operate within the country, there are so many advantages. Firstly, Singapore is a very, very low taxing country. They've got excellent infrastructure, really super fast internet speeds that a company like Facebook would definitely want. They've got excellent infrastructure. They're also a transport and communications hub, not just for Asia, but also for the world, and also a very highly educated population that a company like Facebook could capitalize. But the biggest thing that they've done recently was to spend $1 billion to build a database hub in Singapore. So I don't think Facebook wants to be in a situation where, they'll have to shut up shop and to relocate. They can't afford that.
Interesting to watch. Good to talk. Thanks, Girish, for coming in.